Doctor Who, Disc 1, Episode 3, Quiet Undead. I don't remember what it was. So, my first experience with the Quiet Undead. So sorry for that. I have a doctor's appointment, so I'm like trying to move at the same time. Alright, so my first experience with the Quiet Undead, I do believe, pretty sure this was my first experience. I was watching it upstairs in the living room on the big flat screen TV, and my mom comes in. Like, they come home, and of course, parents like to come home at the worst time of the movie or the show. You know, like the one time it has the sex scene or they're making out or whatever. So in this one, they were having the seance. Remember the part with having the seance? And they want to connect, was it Gwyneth to the aliens. And I can't remember what they were called, if there was one. It's been a couple of weeks since I saw that episode. So my parents walk in, especially my mom, and she's just like, "What are you watching?" I was like, "Doctor Who." And she's just like, "What is happening?" And like, she heard the word seance. I was like, Mom, it's not an actual seance. It's just what he decided to call the situation. Like, obviously, the whole scenario, the whole scene, they were sitting down like a seance, but it wasn't really a seance. And like, I had to explain to her, I'm like, Mom, it's Doctor Who. There's a science explanation to like everything in here. It's always about aliens or whatever. Like, they're not really ghosts or the undead or whatever. But it was so funny because we don't do seances. We don't do cult stuff around here. So it was just really funny, her coming in like that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the worst time for her to come in because this is a really good episode. There's nothing wrong going on here. She just happened to walk in when they said seance. So I was just like, great. The doctor just had to say it from a human perspective, you know? That's what they knew. I loved the guy that played Charles Dickens, and I loved his reactions, everything. He was just like, this is all hogwash and poppycock and everything else. And I'm like, you're so awesome. I'm a big fan of Charles Dickens. I do like his work. Tale of Two Cities. I loved the doctor's reference to Bleak House when they went down to, what do you call that? The morgue? Yeah, the morgue. When he went down to the basement of the house. I think that you would call that the morgue, you know, where they, like, figure out how someone died and stuff. He went down there and he made that reference about Bleak House. And I didn't know that the first time because I hadn't read Bleak House at that point. It's a good book. I recommend it. It's very long. It might take you a little while to read it. It did definitely take me a while to read it. Like, a few months to read it. I mean, it's huge. It's a big book. But it's good. But yeah, I liked that. One of the biggest things about this episode that I never noticed before was Gwyneth. The way that she could see into the future and the things that she said about the future. I never really caught on to that. And the part where she was trying to find the dead old lady and the caretaker, I don't know, the mortician, he was like persisting that she needed to find the old lady. And I was like, oh, I never really paid attention to that. Like, how is she doing that? Like, she was able to find the old lady. She was like spouting off these things to Rose. Like, she brought up her dad, and I never noticed that before. And so I was pretty shocked. I was really surprised. I was like, what? So it's just interesting, you know, the things that, like, you hear, the things you see that you didn't the first time around. It's pretty cool. That's not really why I like to rewatch Doctor Who. I just love Doctor Who. So I just, you know, I watch. But that's as far as I've gotten. I have not gotten any further yet. I've been watching a lot of K-drama. I finished, the two that I finished the most recently were I Will Never Let You Go, which I do believe was a Chinese drama. And then I just finished To the Beautiful You, which I was so addicted to it, I probably finished it within a week's worth of time. Like, it was only 16 episodes, but each one was like about an hour long. but I loved it. It was so good. I could not stop watching it. I had to know what was going to keep happening. So I definitely recommend The Beautiful You. If you have Viki on Rakuten, it's a really good show to watch. And it's a really good app. Like, you have so many options to choose from. I mean, you get Korean, Japanese, Chinese. I think there was Taiwanese. I wish I could find one thing that I could watch animes on, because I also love animes. But there is, on Viki, there is literally only one anime on there, and it doesn't look very good. But when I was searching all of the various anime apps that are out there, none of them had good reviews. And so I was really surprised. So I don't know what I'm going to do, because I used to watch all of my animes on Netflix, but I don't have Netflix anymore. And I would watch some on Hulu as well, which I don't have anymore either. So right now I'm definitely into the dramas. The one I'm watching right now is Witch's Love. It's not bad. I don't know if I would rewatch it. I would recommend it so far, but I don't know if I would rewatch it. It is funny. There are parts that are really funny. It might just be the whole, like, premises behind it, like the whole love thing. You know, she lost her witch's powers, so she went to the dark witch, and so now, like, she has to find her true love, who will give her a kiss, and they, like, she'll get her powers back, but then, like, he has to make him fall in love with her, and blah, blah, blah. And, of course, there's two guys. So it's like, who is it going to be? I mean, you have a pretty good idea who it's going to be, but it could make that random twist and shock you. So you never know. But yeah, I still have to finish it. It's 12 episodes long. I'm only on episode 6. So, ooh, Orange Blossom Mint Tea. It's not my favorite one. Where is my favorite one? It's still in here. That's why I was making all this noise. All this stuff in here. This is my favorite one, Cotton Flower and She. Or is it Shia? Sorry, I don't know. I got these two from Old Navy. I know. And they were what, like $12? Oh, the price isn't on here. They weren't that much. They were like $12, I think. Oh, it just splashed to my face. Oh. All right, here we go. Whew. All right. I have to go. I need to finish getting ready so I can go to my doctor's appointment. And I'm fixing a handful in the mirror. No, not really. Not much you can do with this. Except put it in a bow. Or a headband. Ooh, headband. I'm going to do that. All right. Bye-bye.